there was I remember him and Kaiba having like a battle, and the battle was specifically like they were in this big like tube thing or whatever, and like they had their own little seats, and the entire premise was I think the entire time they were just like going down this big tube or something, and I had one of his cards too. I forget. I'll have to search.
Oh yeah, they fought on like weird roller coaster things, didn't they?
Yeah.
I remember that because it's.
Are you fucking
like
kidding me?
needlessly pointless?
Yeah. I remember too. When I was a kid, I always say I didn't understand the concepts of what the thing was, and I just like, oh, these monsters are real. And I was like, and I watched the show later. I'm like, oh, that's kind of. Oh god, I'm gonna fucking make this. Oh no. Oh.
You probably have not. You definitely have not seen the first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh recently. But for real, on God, the first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh is a whole ass character arc.
Oh yeah.
Like over the course of 30 minutes, you'll witness what seems like 40 million years of a show. Like it starts in Yugi's like, Grandpa, I suck at card games. I have spirit. And his grandpa's like, oh, Exodia, look at my blue eyes white dragon. Then Kaiba shows up like, fuck you. And then it's like, I have this now because I destroyed your grandfather in a duel. And then he rips it in half for a reason. He's like, fuck you, Yugi, I'm kidnapping your grandfather or something, I don't know. And then they have to go get him back, and he's dying of a heart attack or something.
Oh, yeah.
And then they beat Kaiba, and Kaiba's like, maybe my strategy of ripping the most powerful card in this game in half didn't work.
Because I remember, I don't know how accurate it was, but whenever like he gets out Exodia, how Kaiba literally is like screaming his fucking head off.
Yeah, he's just like screaming, it's fucking obliterated. That's the meme, actually.
Oh, that's
where he's
like the famous
beam of
meme?
light. That's in the first episode.
Oh, really?
A lot of the memes of Yu-Gi-Oh are in the first episode.
I didn't realize that.
I swear. If I remember it right, that is the first episode.
Because I remember
that is him getting by Exodia.
Like unironically, the first, because I remember it being a bit upset. It's like you kind of just blew the load a bit with that kind of early on. Fuck, hold on. Oh, I did it!
Oh my god, gamer!
But, oh my god, this is actually fucking insane. Holy shit! Hold on, give me a second. This is...
Why he entered the cum dimension? What the fuck?
I'm gonna get this fucking token.
Oh my god, he did it!
I did it! I did it! But yeah, I remember that so much where he's just like here's Exodia, he's like, ah! He's like screaming. God.
I love how he just fucking annihilates Kaiba, and then like in the next episode, Bug Bitch grabs his Exodia cards and chucks him in the ocean.
I love too, what's it called? What was I gonna say? I love Joey so much in that show. He's like,
Joey's great.
He's so
I love,
good.
Dude, I've been saying Baby Dragon for like legitimately 8 years, probably longer.
So good to see it go with like Baby Dragon.
I also have Time Wizard.
Yeah.
I fucking love Time Wizard.
I love it too because like I think it was when he faced like, was it Kaiba he faced? And he was like, I'll beat your ass, and he just gets rolled. He's like, oh shit.
Yeah, he gets completely fucking dominated.
I love it. He was so good in that show. Just I loved him. I had
I think it was Joey that had Red Eyes Black Dragon, which is like a very badass card.
Yeah, it was.
Which I had, by the way. Extremely badass.
Because they do portray him as a dunce a bit, but like there were points where Joey really had his moments in that show.
Joey kicked shit when he wanted. Wasn't his plotline like his sister was dying of cancer?
Yeah, it was. I don't know.
And
if
he needed to get her like expensive medical treatment. Yugi, but he was like, "Nah, Yukes, just do what you're all in the tournament. It wouldn't be in the spirit of competition otherwise."
Jesus Christ.
While his sister's fucking dying.
What the fuck just happened?
You got comboed.
Oh my god.
God, Yu-Gi-Oh is a fucking show. I love it. At some point I want to go back and watch it again, just see the sheer insanity.
It would actually hold on, fuck me. These assholes are so annoying in this game. I would if we can at some point, that'd be a fucking amazing movie night to do. Is all the original Yu-Gi-Oh series. I'd love to do that. Oh fuck. I hate these floaters. I have to also, God, I want to level up so I can get SpongeBob an extra move. Oh, thank God I also have to sell. Fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck me.
Fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck me harder.
I had I think I had two when I was younger. I had, what was her name? Dead. That was what she was. She was fucking dead. What was the girl? Not Tifa? No, not Tifa.
No.
No, that's not right at all. What was her name?
The one with the harpies? Is that?
Did she? She had a.
Or the one that wanted to fuck Yugi?
I think she had like the dark brown hair or whatever, and she.
Yeah, I remember her. Don't know her name.
I don't remember her name either, but I remember having things specifically because the way she dressed. And it was just like, I was like, that's hot, I like her.
What, was she wearing like a miniskirt or something?
She was like, yeah, miniskirt, high socks and stuff like that. I was just like, that's fucking hot.
Yeah, that's pretty basic.
Yeah.
That's pretty hot, I'm gay, Yugi, kiss me.
I feel like though, you know what? I feel like though, if I was a girl, or I was just gay at the time, I really probably would have a thing for Tristan, because I'd been like, ooh, he's so cool.
I don't know, I feel like Kaiba would be like the chick magnet.
Well,
maybe it's just the design, maybe it's just the cool jacket and my predisposition for cool jackets.
I would.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's really. As I got older, I would definitely have it. Like, I appreciated Kaiba more, but at the time I was just like, ooh, Tristan, because obviously when you're a kid, you don't appreciate the villains.
Yeah, because Kaiba, he's the villain. You're like, ooh, he's a bad guy. There's no way I like him.
Yeah.
But then you're like, maybe Kaiba's not so bad, you know? If you think about it.
There's been a lot of characters like that where like I hate as a kid, but then I get older, I'm like, you're such a fun character. Like, oh fuck, I know I'm forgetting someone.
But yeah, Kaiba, when you're older, you're like, this is actually like a really fun character.
Yeah.
He just like screams at people and yells at like literal 5-year-olds for losing in a children's cards game.
It's so good.
You probably, there's that stupid Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links thing.
Yeah.
That exists. And if you play as Kaiba, because you have to choose your character, when you beat someone, sometimes it's going to be, you're a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck.
Oh, yeah, I heard that. I remember.
And he'll say that to like a literal 4-year-old.
That's amazing.
It's like, Jesus, Kaiba, stop.
Awesome.
I had to play that for a finals in one of my classes. Yes, I know. College, am I right?
Also, I like how right now for some reason I'm committing to SpongeBob 9/11.
Yeah, true. I think that was one of the last finals I ever took. I think that was actually the last final I ever took.
That's amazing.
You're a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate dick. Kaiba, she's 4. Shut up!
Who was it? I don't know why I thought of this. It was so funny to me. Did you watch iCarly at all?
Yes, actually.
Do you remember that episode where it was like that one chef or whatever? And he was like, oh, I don't care about I don't care about being a chef. All I care about was competition. And he just went to like it was like a Taekwondo tournament. It was just like a 40-year-old man beating the shit out of like 10-year-olds. And I was just thinking about that. I'm like, that is the funniest thing in the world to me. I don't know.
When I watched iCarly, my favorite was Spencer. I thought Spencer was hilarious.
Spencer was, I liked, Spencer was, I remember when I was young, I was like, man, I wish I had like someone in my family like Spencer. He seems so
was just
awesome.
so like zany and funny.
Yeah. I'm surprised.
And I wasn't a huge fan of Gibby, but I liked it when Gibby would like show up out of nowhere shouting Gibby. And there's that one famous clip where he like falls from the ceiling while shouting Gibby.
Oh yeah. Have you seen like the shit he does now? Like his YouTube. No, I forget the actor's name, Noah something. But he's basically, if there was anybody who I think legitimately would like robot juice is him. Because I remember there's like a famous clip of him like going to E3 and he just goes like, I like getting pounded in my ass while I play Overwatch.
Yeah, I saw him once in his adult form, and he does look like adult Gibby, not gonna lie. I feel like his Gibby character might even have been improv a little bit with how he is now.
Yeah. Oh fuck!
Which would be really cool if like the whole Gibby things were like his idea.
Although
nowadays it's kind of weird to think that there was like a shirtless kid constantly on that show. But you know, when you're, I think I was like 10 or 11 when that came out, you don't think about it.
Yeah, I actually, you know what's funny, and this is, I mean, it's not a good feather in my cap to have, but I remember even back then, I remember for some reason, whenever I saw Dan Schneider's name, I was like, oh, I don't trust this guy. I don't think he's really good. And when the entire shit came out about him, like how he was like, yeah, I like little girls' feet and stuff like that, I was just like, I told you!
That's instinct.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I remember some of the bits of his shows back then, I was just like, this seems kind of weird. Like, I don't know
It's
about
just because his name's Dan.
That's probably it. And the name, like, Dan Schneider, that even sounds a bit like, you know, sussy, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, you know, like schnoz sniffer.
Yeah.
Dan Schneider, you know?
What was
It's just the Schneider part. It's not trustworthy.
Yeah. I remember, fucking eating a burger. But what was the stupid meme? It was like, Dan, I can't, oh fuck, I have to search it up after this. It was something stupid, like Dan and something Schneider. Like, I can't deny her Schneider or something. I forget what it was.
God, that would be great, though.
It was, oh god, I'm gonna have to find it. Oh, fuck me. I remember actually too, though, because he did, one of the last shows I remember really, like, actually watching at that point, like, as a sort of kid show, which was Victorious.
Why don't you talk about Victorious a little bit? I can talk about that too. I watched it. I need to take a piss, like, really bad. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, I remember at the time when I watched Victorious, I had a huge, I kind of did have a thing for Ariana Grande, and I think it literally, I'll explain this in a bit. I'll explain the reasoning in a bit, but I think Alex, even probably hearing me say that, would probably know why I had a thing for her. Also, I fucking died, kill me. But I remember because everyone, like, in retrospect was like, oh, Jade's so hot and stuff like that, which I agree. And I also remember recently I saw a clip of her where she was like in an interview with a guy or something like that, and he was like, oh man, I don't know if I have money for like lunch or something like that, and she was like, oh, do you need me to take care of you or something like that, or do you need me to give you money? And was like, oh, big like goth mommy girlfriend or whatever the fuck. But I remember Victorious, I really liked that show because that was also, yeah, fuck you movie, but because it was like I was really into art and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, I wish I'd go to, what was the school name? Oh, it's gonna bug me. Was it just Hollywood Arts, I think? But I also too, I remember there was like recently who his actor's name is Matt something. Robbie. No, was Robbie the guy or the puppet? But the guy who wasn't the puppet. It was Robbie. Yeah, Robbie was the guy, and then Rex was the puppet. But I remember how like he did a bunch of videos I watched recently where he talked about like the actors and what the fuck is this? I'll have to do time challenge.
I don't really know why I watched Victorious, but I did. I was there. I watched it.
It was honestly, I remember at the time kind of being embarrassed about watching it because it was like, it came out when we were like, what, 13, 14-ish? So it was kind of like...
I mean, it was definitely, it was a teenager show.
Yeah. I would just say, like I said though, I had a thing for Ariana Grande, and now that looking back, I literally think the only reason was because she was a redhead, and Katie was a redhead at the time. And she just reminded me of her. I was like, oh, okay.
You know, if you never told me Ariana Grande was in Victorious, I would never know.
It feels so weird thinking about it because I remember and like how different she turned out. But I remember, yeah, like I was thinking about that the other day too. I was like, oh yeah, she was in Victorious. And then I honestly got too, the older I get, I remember I was like, I don't find her attractive at all because she reminds me of like a young girl where it's like, oh, this is not like, you seem like.
Because of your association with her at a younger age.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I don't remember many parts of that show. I remember the Chicago part because I found that intolerable.
Like the Chicago.
God. Miss me with that shit. I remember the broken glass.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I love the broken glass bit.
What was the professor's name? I forget. I liked him a lot because he was really good in that show. I remember like in the interview where they talk about like, yeah, like he was really one of the people who helped a lot of like Ariana and stuff like that, where they just be like constantly like improving and stuff like that and really helping guys out. I'm just like, oh, that's nice.
Unsung hero.
Exactly. Like. They apparently, from what I heard too, he's like he did a lot of shit like that where like all of Nickelodeon, like I guess just in general child actors like that, got a lot of like tips from him. He like really helped out a lot of people and doesn't get enough credit for it, which is a shame.
That's kind of sad, but you know, it's kind of nice to be like the guy in the background helping everyone out, and
oh yeah,
you know, maybe he doesn't want to be like that front in the spotlight as this talent recruiter.
That was, I think, what they said to her is like he could have got like a lot bigger and done a lot bigger things, but he's like, no, I just kind of want to be like a teacher and not be, and just sort of, you know, get hit by a rock, but and sort of stay in the background a lot more. Which I respect.
You know, that's nice. Stay humble, you know? Yeah. He doesn't have big dreams, big goals. He just wants to help.
He just wanted to basically say, like, yeah, I'll just be an actor and I'll help out a lot of young people. And, I mean, to be fair, he did. I remember, they had some good... I like that show. I remember...
There were some good points in that show. Although, when I was watching it always struck me as more of, like, I know this is, like, a super 14-year-old thing, but, like, girly show.
It felt
probably
more...
because
yeah.
A lot of the main cast was girls.
It definitely... I don't know how much it was to how much the audience actually was like that per se, but fuck rocks.